I want to paint a picture in your guys' head for you. Imagine one night you're out drinking with your friends, and by shot number 10, you're starting to convince yourself that you have some type of riz, as the kids say these days. So you decide to go and put your newly discovered riz to the test and find one unlucky lady to hit on at the bar. She's way out of your league and is a 10 compared to you, a 3. You throw out a corny pickup line that your single 45-year-old cousin told you to use in this type of situation. And what do you know? It actually works. She reciprocates the same interest back at you, and by the end of the night, you guys exchange phone numbers. Then you finally see her again. This time as sober as Ben Affleck on a good Sunday. And you realize that she's not the prettiest flower in the garden compared to when drunk you met her last night. But after spending some time together, you guys hit it off. And you start to realize that it's not always about looks, but just enjoying each other's presence. That's how I felt when I first laid my eyes on the new Studio Series 86 Megatron. I start off my Saturday afternoon by taking a power nap so powerful, it would make Clint Eastwood jealous. Long story short, I fell asleep around 4 p.m. and didn't wake up till 3 a.m. Sunday morning. When I woke up, I decided to snoop around on my Instagram, and boy oh boy was I glad I did. Now keep in mind, I was still half asleep when I woke up, so I'm sure you can understand my excitement when I saw this photo right here, thinking that this was the actual first look at the new 86 Megatron figure. For a split second, I was filled with pure joy and excitement. Some would even say aroused.
What did he say?
The figure looked absolutely perfect, like something that was carved out by the Greek gods themselves. But then after rubbing the eye boogers from my eyes and fully waking up, I then realized I was looking at the wrong Megatron figure, and reality set in. I'll be honest, I was underwhelmed at first, especially seeing this photo with the 86 figure next to the third-party figure. But just like spending time with the girl who isn't the prettiest flower in the garden, and after taking some time to thoroughly look at these photos, there's a few things to nitpick at the figure. First thing that I noticed right off the bat is the color of his shins and part of the feet. Now, I don't know why they made his shins and feet that gray color. It's kind of like a blue grayish color when they could have easily just made them dark gray like the rest of his body. It sticks out like a sore thumb for me, and it bugs the absolute shit out of me. The second issue I have with the figure is the top part of his cannon seems to be a little too long compared to the bottom. I don't know if anyone else sees it, or maybe I'm just as blind as Stevie Wonder at nighttime, but when I look at other photos of G1 Megatron, it seems like the top part of his cannon isn't as long or is as long as the bottom part. I would have shrunk the top part right here and then extended the bottom part of the cannon. I know I'm kind of being dramatic, okay, so don't come after me, alright? My third nitpick is that the figure doesn't come with his Energon mace. We'll go over the weapons that this figure comes with in a bit, but one weapon that is missing is his Energon mace. I assume that the figure will be priced out as a leader class figure, which they usually sit around $54 US. With the leader class figures, we all know that they typically come with a lot of accessories. So the fact that they didn't include the mace has me absolutely shocked and confused, as like when your friend decides to sleep with the creepy emo girl down the street. And my fourth nitpick is what the fuck took so long, Hasbro? Why did it take so long to get this figure out to us? This figure is amazing. Other than the nitpicks that I have for the figure is just about everything you want from a Studio Series Megatron. Besides the bluish gray on his legs, the rest of the color on the figure looks good and accurate. One thing that I really like is that it appears that Megatron is a tiny bit taller than Prime. I don't know if you can see it or maybe I can't. I have always believed that Megatron should always be bigger than Prime in every iteration of these characters. The figure appears that it'll have some good flexibility on it. I can tell that we'll be able to extend his legs forward, backwards, and side to side by 90 degrees each. It also appears that his upper part of his body can spin 180 degrees, which is a huge plus. It also looks like we can open and close his fingers, which is a given with leader class figures. Now onto the weapons. Obviously, Megatron is always going to come with his fusion cannon. It also looks like he's going to come with the small Energon sword he used to perform surgery on Optimus Prime in the 86 movie, which is awesome that they included the sword, but not the Energon mace? And I know they included the sword because it's based off the 86 movie. I realize that. I just can't help but be a little bit disappointed that they didn't didn't include the mace. Now for the last accessory that he comes with is his original G1 pistol alt mode. Yes, you heard that correctly. Instead of transforming into his original alt mode, it comes as an accessory, which I guess is cool, but I already know a lot of people are not going to be happy about this. I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. I think it's cool that they did that, but at the same time, I'm just a little bummed that it can't transform into his original pistol mode. Now looking at the back side of this figure, and you can see that he has no kibble, baby. Let's go.
Oh, here we go.
You see that?
Oh.
That's what you spend to heaven, bitch, and you wanna test God, you fucking come get it, shit stack.
Yes, no back kibble, no leg kibble, no arm kibble, and barely, and I say barely, any feet kibble, except for the back, but I'm pretty sure that it's to help support the figure when it's standing on its own. The back of this figure is phenomenal, no wasted space whatsoever. I gotta give props to Hasbro for finding a way to make sure that every part has a space on the figure that results in zero back kibble. Now onto the vehicle mode. So if you already didn't know, 86 Megatron is a tank, and he is not his iconic Walther P38 handgun. Reasons due to toy safety concerns, regulatory hurdles, and changing cultural sensitivities surrounding firearms, which is a huge bummer, even bigger than the destruction of Luke Skywalker's character in the sequel trilogy. But you know what's not a bummer? This tank mode. No wasted space and no kibble hanging out from underneath the tank. What's unbelievable is that Hasbro was able to give him a new vehicle mode without compromising the robot form. You can't even tell that he turns into a tank from the front. It's not even until you turn him around that you can see the tank treads. But Hasbro did a really excellent job at flipping this guy from a gun to a badass tank. I'm happy that the top of the tank can turn side to side in probably 180 degrees. I'm also happy with how the tank came out. I saw online that a lot of people aren't the biggest fans of the tank mode. It's imposing compared side to side with Prime's truck mode. Overall, I'm very happy and hyped about this figure. One would even say I got a goddamn nerdgasm when I was looking at these photos. This figure just looks terrific, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this guy and have him go toe-to-toe with my 86 Optimus Prime. What impressed me the most about this figure is the fact that they found a way of giving him a new vehicle mode without compromising the G1 design of the original robot mode. Transformer fanatics are in for a treat, and once this instrument of destruction is available to purchase, unless scalpers get to him first, which unfortunately will probably happen, and to all the scalpers out there who just ruined the collection experience for many other people out there, I hope you step on a fucking Lego and have bad veiny gushy hemorrhoids. Anyways, let me know down below, what do you guys think of this figure? Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Did it live up to your expectations, or was it underwhelming? And if you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to turn your notification bell on so that way you get notified for any other videos I post on the channel. And as always, till all are one.